So you do a lot of charity work?
Yeah.
Yeah? No? Don't you?
I've been in a charity football match.
Oh, I was talking about whoever cuts your hair.
Right.
I assume they're a bit.
I go by the name of Italian Batch. I make TikTok videos, YouTube videos. They're hilarious.
Italian
Batch.
batch.
I was making a gamer tag about 8 years old. Wanted to call myself Italian Bitch because I thought it was cool. Wouldn't let me have it. Got rid of the T, got bitch, wouldn't let me have that. Got rid of the I, replaced it with an A, so it's like Batch. Like Batch, yeah. Exactly.
So you're a little 8-year-old playing video games.
Yeah.
And you're calling yourself a little bar.
Yeah, little Italian
Online.
Batch, yeah.
Were you looking for something else from these online forums?
No, well, no.
Putting yourself out there? Jailbait?
No, spent most of my time in GTA strip club.
Right.
As a
Which is
little
ironic,
Batch.
seeing as you look like a GTA paedophile. So gamer tag. What's that?
Just you're like Elias online.
Elias.
Yeah, I've never used that word before in my life.
Pretty sure it's alias.
You say alias, I say Elias.
Elias.
Yeah, won't be using that word again.
Pronunciation's in the eye of the beholder, isn't it? That's what they say.
It truly is. It truly
Elias.
is. Yeah.
When did you make your first video?
Sort of around the same time, but I had a different name and
Aged 8?
no one watched it. Yeah.
Wow.
10 years later, jumped back in
Yeah.
under the name of Isaac TV. Mm-hmm. Didn't work.
Another Elias there?
Another Elias.
Yeah.
Another year.
Yeah.
Started making fitness videos.
Right.
Did work,
Right.
but was boring.
Okay.
Year after that, started making comedy videos. Slowly started to work.
Yeah.
Overtook the fitness, and here I am.
A TikTok comedian, is that fair to say? It's mainly where you're the biggest, is that right? Biggest
Yeah.
on TikTok. I guess a lot of these people watching are sort of young girls with fizzy pants. Sherbety knickers. You know the sort? I come from the analog comedy world before all this silly little video stuff. Mm-hmm. You know, most of us are all kind of horrible, hairy sort of fuck pigs.
Fuck pigs.
Sort of walking around telling our awful, horrible jokes.
Yeah.
But you're all like sort of boy bands, the TikTok comedians. Part of me watches the videos, and I think they're funny. But I think, what's this nice piece of brisket doing comedy for? You know what I mean? That's for uggos.
You think?
That's our stuff. Do you know what I mean? That's for fat fuck pig uggos, and your lovely bit of brisket trying to be fun. Is that why you have that haircut?
Yeah.
It's quite hard for people to watch someone who's more attractive than them and laugh. Do you know what I mean? Is that why you dress like an Albanian? When you see your barber, you know, what do you ask for? Gypsy pool boy? Sex trafficker? Brackets? Balkan? Can you make me look like the fittest refugee to ever leave Yugoslavia? I'm taking you in. You can have a room in my house. Bed and board. You call yourself Italian bitch, but your haircut's more Italian butch.
Thanks.
Look like the before photo in AIDS awareness advert. So Italian though, presumably that's your heritage.
Yeah.
What side?
Mum.
Mum.
Yeah.
Mama.
Mama. Yeah. Exactly.
Mama Batch.
Yeah, that's her name.
Mama
Yeah.
Batch. Uncle Batch. All in one happy Batch house. Is that what's going on?
Yeah, we all live together.
Still live at home?
I do.
You do?
Yeah.
We're getting those suck jobs like Mama used to make. Nothing more important than family. Because I see your videos, you live in a big house.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
Is that to accommodate your nose? Last time I saw an Italian with a nose that big, it was on a fucking puppet. Got bigger every time you lied. Yours must get bigger every time you DM a 16-year-old.
I'll film 3 YouTube videos a week.
Wow.
And a couple TikToks every day.
Couple of TikToks a day.
Yeah, podcast every week.
You film them in what I presume is your bedroom.
That is, yeah.
See, I I'm jealous of this because obviously we're in a studio, and because when I try and do that, I make videos in my kitchen, it just never gets any views. I don't really know why.
Hi guys, welcome back to the YouTube channel. As always, like and subscribe. You join me in my kitchen. This is where I eat food, and today I'm going to be ranking my carbohydrates. So the carbohydrates are, you've got obviously all the main ones. You've got bread, noodles, potatoes, pasta. I'm going to say number 5 is probably potatoes. I don't, obviously I love chips though, it's hard. I reckon maybe, okay, rice, I'm going to say rice last. I think rice is my least.
You know, is there a knack to recording videos in your house? You're Gen Z, right? I see you take the piss out of millennials quite a lot.
Just their use of technology.
Right.
There's a thing called a millennial pause where they'll start recording and then won't speak for a few seconds because they're not sure if it's recording yet or not.
Gen Z people seem to use their mental health conditions as like their identity. Because you see it in their bio, do you know what I mean? They kind of, they signpost it like, you know, like that. Autism, ADHD, anxiety. So I've started listing my conditions, gout positive, syphilis, smallpox. Then you've got my wife, of course, foot and mouth, BSE, pox, fat AIDS, giant polio, XL gout, fleas. How old are you?
I'm 23.
23, gosh. Man and boy.
Yeah.
Purest form of love, the Greeks say.
I'm not sure we should explore that.
You know, because anyone can get a wife. It takes a real man to fall in love with a boy.
Not really much of a formula, just got to make sure the first few seconds are right, and then the rest.
Why is that so crucial?
They'll see my face and think, oh, it's one of his videos.
One of his videos.
If they follow me, they'll watch it then.
I'll just lock myself in the toilet. Oh, it's one of his videos. I'll just get my spare pair of pants out. Already, it's like a fucking Barocca down there. Do you find you get objectified on these platforms?
There might be the odd person saying they find me attractive.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say, they don't call me a piece of brisket.
No?
Like you did.
Yeah. A lot of your videos, your most successful videos are about icks. Run me through some of these icks again.
Running with a backpack on, looking at the selection menu of a chocolate box, dropping a coin and chasing it.
Those are quite minor things.
Yeah.
But I guess you know, anything can be an ick, really, can't it? Did you hear about this guy Jeffrey Dahmer?
I did hear about him, yeah.
Yeah. Apparently he was gay. Talk me through the characters that you do online.
There's a PE teacher who's a bit dodgy. This old man character.
Yeah, and you put an old filter on.
Yeah.
Oh, where is that? I'm trying
It's
to
on
find it.
Snapchat.
Okay.
Yeah. Just put an old filter on my face, northern accent.
And how old does it make him? It makes him properly old.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
80 beyond.
Really? Right, because I've been trying to find this old filter, but I've downloaded this old one. I'm not sure if it works.
In my day, they wouldn't be
The plan was I wanted to just make YouTube videos, and fitness seemed the easiest way to get into that.
Right.
So when I was doing the degree, I was posting workout videos. Probably wouldn't have become a personal trainer. I think I would have kept it all to like online stuff.
Because I actually used to be a personal trainer to the stars.
Do you still do that?
No. It was hard work. Kevin Spacey, House of Cards, every day. He'd go on set, his balls are like sun-dried tomatoes. What's your workout routine?
I do push, pull, legs, bit of running, bit of walking.
Never skip nose day.
Not once.
How'd you get it to look like that? Instead of burpees, you're doing sneezies? But you used to be a fitness guy. I'm wondering if you could get my son in shape, my stepson, Jeffrey.
How old is Jeff, can I ask?
Jeffrey.
Jeffrey, sorry.
What's your middle name?
Epstein.
Yeah, we didn't know at that time, you know. When we named him, we just thought he was a regular guy, and then obviously it came out later that he was involved in finance. But
Right.
Jeffrey's 9 years old, quite big. He's quite big for his year. Smelly,
Quite.
smelly, very smelly for his year.
Very smelly for his year.
Smelly for his year. Yeah, can you not get that? Oh,
No, he's quite over
a
there.
petrol pump. No, look, in all seriousness, he's struggling with his confidence quite a lot. You know, kids can be so cruel.
Kids, yeah.
So we were thinking, you know, because he does struggle with the bleep tests. The bleeps trigger something in him, and he just goes fucking feral, starts running around. But so we were wondering if you could try and get him in shape a bit. You know, do some of your old fitness stuff. That'd be all right.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Cool. And then if you could let's do a little workout for Jeff.
Okay, sure. Jeff, we're going to do a squat first, which you're just going to come down like this, nice and low, and then just back up.
Pretty simple stuff.
Just
All right.
do one, yeah. One's fine. Okay. There's a 9-year-old boy on the floor.
I think you pushed him too hard.
Right.
Come on. Give me a hand with it. Oh, God. Sorry about that. Why don't we do some kids jokes? We get a lot of kids watching this show, and they like to write in with their funny jokes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there you go. That continues overleaf. So it's
From Teddy, age 7. A sex offender, a child murderer, and a TikToker walk into a bar. The barman glares at the TikToker and says, "Sorry, mate, we don't serve your kind here." The TikToker says, "What the hell? Why would you serve a sex offender and a child murderer, but not me?" The barman clenches his fists and says, "Don't get me wrong, I fucking hate sex offenders, and I've spent my life campaigning against child murder. But if there's one thing I hate even more than both those things, it's China."
must have
Not sure where that.
must have stayed in a bad hotel, I guess. This is from Sarah in Chengdu province. That's amazing. It really shows you've got an international audience.
Wow.
Dear Finn, I know you normally ask your younger viewers to send in jokes, but I thought I'd send you this ancient Chinese proverb that has been handed down to us from our ancestors and whose wisdom reverberates to this day. All right, could you read out this Chinese proverb?
Sure. Ooh, cook. Bat soup. Yum yum in my tum tum.
Maybe I think Yum Yum is the name of the chef. Would you call yourself a comedian?
I wouldn't call myself a comedian.
And why is that? Because I think a lot of your audience would call you a comedian.
I'd say, unless you do stand-up, I don't think you're a comedian. You can be funny, but you can't be a comedian.
So what does that make you then? Just some funny fuckboy on the internet?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, sure.
Do you want to be a comedian? Would you want to do stand-up?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, later down the line.
Because it's not easy, you know?
No.
It's not all hand jobs and sexual assault.
That's the easy bit.
You got to work. You got to work to make it in live comedy.
It's harder than that.
It's harder than that. That's day one if you're lucky. Most people are quite lucky. I agree with you in that I think I have quite a sort of purist attitude that I think if you're not a comedian if you're not doing stand-up regularly. But I think I have to accept that in the eyes of the audience, the little girls who are carrying around a spare pair of knickers because they're watching your videos on the tube, right? On the tube. You know, I think they'd call you a comedian. And I think it goes to show that comedy changes, doesn't it? You know, in the 70s, comedy was very harsh. It was a lot of fat white guys making fun of immigrants, working man's clubs, blackface. You know, but then the 80s it got more political. You had kind of Alexei Sale, Ben Elton, still a bit of blackface to be fair. The 90s was much more kind of laddie, Frank Skinner, David Baddiel, sex, football, blackface. And then the 2000s obviously became more of a sort of satire of work class, didn't it? Sort of Chavs, Little Britain, quite a lot of blackface. And then only really till the 2010s did we actually sort of start to see sort of real, genuine blackface on TV. Do you remember? This is when we had the sort of breakthroughs of Richard Ayoade, Reggie Hunter, a whole host of beautiful black comedians. The 2010s were actually a very difficult time for me because that's when I realised that a lot of my black friends were actually white guys in makeup. Oh, not you again, Williams. Et tu, Lucas. Christ. I'm not racist. Some of my best impressions are black. But